your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Well, just incredible news again tonight. The track has shifted a little bit to the west, and so things are looking very ominous for the entire peninsula of Florida at this time. Also into Georgia and the Carolina coast. This is a monster of a storm which is expanding its wind field right now as it makes its way off toward the west-northwest at 16. Top winds are at 165 miles an hour. Still a Category 5 storm, and it looks like it will only drop down to a 4 as it makes landfall sometime on Saturday, again, late Saturday, early Sunday, into the southern portion of the peninsula. That has shifted a little bit to the west. Again, the timing of the winds moving into South Florida at around 9 o'clock in the morning, but the strongest hurricane force winds will start to make their way in our direction come Sunday morning and really intensify throughout the afternoon and evening. And every county, as I mentioned, has the potential of receiving hurricane force winds in the peninsula of Florida, something we have never seen in the history. In reality, hurricane watch. This is now a warning that you see here. We are in a hurricane watch from Bonita Beach, just south of Fort Myers, northward through Anna Maria Island. A hurricane watch means the conditions could become favorable for hurricane conditions on into the next 48 hours. So the hurricane warning will be issued, it appears, for our area sometime late tomorrow or early Saturday. Again, a hurricane warning will more than likely be issued if the cone stays where it is and the position of the storm continues in the same direction as indicated by that, again, forecast cone. A lot of the models still on the East Coast. However, some of the more reliable models have shifted a little bit further off to the west. Is there a potential for it to get into the Gulf? It's unlikely at this time. As far as storm surge goes, the heaviest will be along the east coast of Florida as they'll get onshore flow. For us, majority of the storm will get offshore flow, and that will actually cause some of the water levels to recede here. We will also see some very heavy rainfall as it makes its way through. Right now, it doesn't appear that we're going to see a huge rain event because it will be moving northward fairly quickly through the state. But this is the GFS model, which is also shifted off to the left a little bit, and that would still indicate hurricane force winds throughout the entire state. And that means, with that in mind, it's projecting a Category 3 in the interior portion of the state, parallel with our coast. We would get more than likely Category 2 hurricane force winds here in Sarasota and Manatee counties. What that causes is basically power outages, trees snapped off. It doesn't usually mean major structural damage. You have to have a major hurricane for that to occur, but Highlands County, DeSoto County, and also into Hardy County could definitely see that. Let's get to the forecast real quick. We're running a little long, but nonetheless, the 7-day forecast shakes up like this. A 50% chance for showers and storms on Friday, the same on Saturday. That's ahead of, or it may actually dry out a little bit Saturday evening, but then we'll see those storms really start to peak up on Sunday, Sunday night, and Monday, and very windy conditions, hurricane conditions possible on those days. We'll have much more coming up in a little bit.